All right, ladies and gentlemen, guess what this means? I don't even think you can see that. AYSO. Youth group I start. Well, American Youth Soccer Association, I want to say that's what it means. But it's when this is the group I start off with, I guess, when I was younger. I used to live up in Houghton Lake when I first started playing soccer originally. So I did not like I guess the easiest way to assume my knowledge is more of I'm naive if I don't know about it, and if I know about it, I'm not gonna necessarily tell you that I know about it, so I'll let you tell me even though I know about it. So I'm like, yeah, I already knew that, you fucking asshole. Thanks for trying to belittle me, but whatever. So I didn't know originally when I started playing for this league forever ago when I was younger, because I moved away from where where AYSO covered. So I used to live up in Home Lake, and this is where we used to get the shirts from and stuff like that. And I guess we used to travel with the logo and stuff like that. And honestly, I fucking loved these shirts. Like every freaking year, I had it to the point where I had like six, seven different colored shirts. We've had blue, we've had green, we've had white, we've had orange. Orange was actually my first one, my first ever started off soccer at the age of 4 years old. The first AYSO shirt I've ever had, and I had it for the longest time, was an orange. Like it was orange, if you get what I mean. Orange down the center and like a burgundy orange on the arms, which for a little kid, that's just a little badass. Like I still remember that. I have a photo somewhere of it, and if I could find out how, I'll use it for the cover of this video. But that was my first ever year playing soccer, and coming from a foreign country, well, now you do, if you didn't already. Now, coming from a foreign country, soccer is obviously the only sport that we care about. Soccer, baseball. What's this football? Well, no, football Americano thing you don't talk about? I don't know. Tackling, running. What? Use your feet. Not for juking. I meant for playing with the ball. Why the hell are you holding it? You ain't the goalie. Put that shit down. Let somebody else kick it. So, I guess soccer's technically speaking embedded into my blood because I'm foreign. But then again, I've grew up with American customs. But God was like, fuck you, motherfucker, you're playing soccer. Why? Because this is my limiter that says I can't play contact sports. So therefore, I had to choose the lesser of two evils. It's football or football Americano. And Americano is like, I like your body, but you are a walking lawsuit. We've already got walking lawsuits with better bodies anyways. So, I think it's because of that, my heart and my narcissism, which I feel like I would have had regardless of my heart, that God's like, you know what, we're going to make this kid narcissistic, but to stop him from being too narcissistic, because football, you probably get the biggest head if you're good at football. And I'm not saying I'm the strongest, fastest kid, but I feel like I'd piss off a lot of players. I can move like no other. I'm saying I'm quick on my feet. I'm observant. I know what the hell's around me. To catch me tripping and slipping is something funny because it doesn't happen so often and so easily. Like, I might slip and fall, but I'm not going to necessarily hit the ground. I might just flip up like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming. You're like, what the did this nigga just recover from almost tripping over a break? A rake? What the flip is he on? Like, I've been skilled with my feet. So if it wasn't football, it had to have been soccer. Like, there was no other sport that I could have played. But the shitty thing about soccer is I treated soccer like everyone treats a relationship. You love it and you adore it for the first couple of years, and then after a while, it's just like, yeah, it's just soccer. How long have you guys been together? 15 years. Yeah, 15 years. 15 years? Wow! What'd you guys do? Just pay a lot of attention, put dedication, love, respect, just that shit. But aside from the fact I didn't do any love, attention, respect, any of that shit that I promote, you know how people will say how they make their long-lasting relationships last, and then like a week later after giving someone else advice, it fails. Why? Because they know exactly what to do, but they're not applying it to the actual shit. Yeah, that's what I did with soccer. And like, I was always good, and my biggest head thing when it came to soccer was I was the best defender. Like, I would personally say myself that I was one of the best defenders, if not the best defender, on the team of the year that I played in, because I felt like I was running the shit. And if I would have been better about my practicing, better about my foot skills, better about a lot of things, like honestly, I know why I'm not as good in soccer. It's all on me. It's all on my own laziness. Like a lot of things that I am not getting done, a lot of places I'm not at that I wish I would have been at, which is not too many places because most of the places I'm at right now, I'm glad to be at because I want to be there in the first place. But at the same time, I realize if there's a shortcoming in my life, it's mainly because of me, not because of someone else. Because I don't try to allow other people to manipulate my life that easily, to be able to like, oh damn, I almost could have done that, but dang, that guy was busy. It's like, oh, I almost did that, but damn, I was very unmotivated and didn't really care to get the shit done. And that's how I work. But if it's something I care about a lot, I guess I didn't care about this enough. Something I care about a lot, I'll get it done. Eventually, is what I mean. Because I love this. And it wasn't until I stopped playing soccer for teams that I actually took more time to practice. Like, I think about my seventh, no, it was later than that. No, it might have been sooner than that because I stopped going to practices before I moved. And then once I moved, I continued to stop going to practices. Like, I would go for the first practice to meet the team because, you gotta know who the hell you're playing with. Like, oh, no cute girls. All right, I'm leaving. Nah, I'm kidding. Soccer and the gym are two places I don't give a fuck if there's females in it or not. Like, I only came there for myself. Like, if there's cute people, cool. If there's not, well, whatever. I came there for myself, so whatever. So, I would go for the first practice, learn who the hell the people were, learn what the positions, well, not really positions, I knew where I was playing for the most part. Anywhere in the defensive zone, it didn't matter if it was left wing, right wing, center, sweeper, stopper. Pretty sure I just listed three of the same: center, sweeper, stopper, whatever. But right, never goalie, never goalie, except during practice, which is weird. Like I loved being in goal, but when it came to the games, like I'll be damned if you chain me to this freaking 11. Wait, how tall is it? It's not 11 feet tall because I could touch it no issue. I don't know, maybe 9 feet by 11 feet wide. I don't know the parameters, the sizes, the measurements. Whoever the first one was wrong, but I don't know the sizes of the net whatsoever. But whatever the sizes and the measurements and the units and the thingies and whatever the measurement sequences that you want to use for the soccer posters, wherever those are, I don't know what it is. I know I've been playing for about shit. Starting probably, I couldn't tell you what year, but I've been playing since 4, and I still till this day play at the age of 21. So if you want to do the math, go ahead. 17 years? No. Yes. No. 18 years. No. 17. Yeah, I had it right the first time. Fucking A. See, that's why you shouldn't second guess yourself. First thought is the best thought. Back to the video though. So I've been playing for that long, and I've been practicing even more now that I'm out. Now that I'm out, I'm like 2020. 2020, ladies and gentlemen. 2020. 2020. Gonna get that. No money, but 2020, I want to come back because I've been practicing more. I like how I'm going. I want to be able to challenge myself again, to be honest. Like, my life is so, like, it's not hectic and stressed out. It's just boring. Like, I could literally do everything that I wanted to do. Well, not wanted to, but have to do in a day blindfold. But because of the fact that most of my day is driving dominant, pretty sure I wouldn't make it out of the complex I live in without getting pulled over because there's a black guy. Well, I don't think skin color would matter at this point, but if it was being reported by news, it'd be Negro fellow thought he could. Well, it wouldn't be that nice. Screw it. Fuck it. Not gonna promote mainstream segregation division by making a joke about it, but regardless of the point, like, I wouldn't have made it far, not only because I wouldn't know where the fuck I was going, but because someone would stop me eventually. So, like, it's just so boring and mundane. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I haven't hated being me this much since before I had a license and could do all the things I've wanted to do, but don't really want to do because even though I have the time and money to do, it's just like, it's boring if you do it by yourself. And then all these social eyes look at you. Like, honestly, half the things I want to do, I kind of wish I could do, but in a way that I don't have to pay attention to anyone and people don't really give a fuck what I do because this is how I live my life. I know, yet again, I'm off topic again, but Headphones go on here, sunglasses go on here. Where am I? It doesn't matter because I don't care. Because if you don't know where my eyes are looking, you know, like, I guess in a way it makes people want to look at you more. But at the same time, I kind of figure, they either think I'm bad or they think I'm autistic or mentally disabled because I look so different towards everyone else. Like, from the outside looking in, I look like I'm blocking everyone off and I don't want anyone to talk to me. From the inside looking out, that's exactly what I'm doing. But at the same time, I'm just controlling the factor of having to communicate with anybody. So if you're willing to communicate with me, even though I'm in full leave me the fuck alone garment, then obviously you either have something important to tell me or you really, really want to annoy the living shit out of me. It's one of the two. And I'm hoping it's the first one, because if it's the second one, then you're about to see a dick and see why the hell I got everything out. It's even less of a dick to you. Like, because if I don't have to see you and make eye, like, I can make eye contact with you, but if I'm wearing sunglasses, you don't know if I'm making eye contact. You just might think, oh, the frames are looking towards me, but what the flip are the frames looking at? Like, it's such a wide view behind me. So that's fine, but ever been walking through a mall or some store and you awkwardly make eye contact with someone and it's like, oh shit. And sometimes it's someone that you know, and like, that's another reason why I wear sunglasses. 'Cause I don't want to make awkward eye contact with someone I know. If I want to talk to you, I'd be like, hey, not like, and then they like come close, start talking to you, like, wait a second, this was awkward eye contact. It wasn't like, hey, it was, oh, that, learn to read them. Back on topic. So I want to come back as a striker. I'm thinking more of a right, left because of my speed. Like, I can run. Like, I ain't saying I can run like Usain Bolt or any of the other fast track runners that I can't think of, because we don't care about anyone if you're not number one. So, I can run. So I figured right wing, but I recently learned I think I could kick better left footed. Which, in my defense, pisses me the hell off because I have been playing right footed from beginning till about now. I started practicing left footed out in the fields recently. I realized if I can get my aim, like, if I can get the power down correctly, because most of my issue is the overshooting, I could have one hell of a left foot. And that pisses me off because I can't dribble as well with my left foot. Like, when I say I was raised right-footed, I mean I did everything right-footed. I dribble, I pass, I kick. Everything I do is right. I have learned recently it's all wrong. It should have been left to my decision instead of other people telling me what the fuck to do. Because, okay, I've been wanting to do this video for a long time too, but I probably won't get around to it. It's called, well, it will be eventually called too whenever I get around to it. It's about which hand do you write with? Simple enough question, right? Which hand do you write with? People have always asked me, and that's literally the thing that made me question what hand do I actually use, because I remember because I'm a stickler for things. If you ask me, pick up something heavy, your definition of heavy and my definition of heavy may be two different things. So I will go for what I personally think is something heavy, and you'll be like, no, I wanted you to pick up that. That's why I thought it was heavy. If I could pick it up with one arm, that's not heavy. No. And there's a lot of things in my everyday life I could pick up with one arm without even trying to show off. It's just like, I could have went down for two, but I would just fucked up my posture and everything. Like, did I really need both arms for this? Like, I don't even know why you needed me. Why didn't you just use two people? I'm already two myself. Do you know how much energy it took? Not any. I just didn't want to do it. Like, do you know you could have just used two other people instead of using me? Like, I had to use one arm. You know how many people this is? This ain't even a baby. This is one arm. Like, literally, you needed me. Psh, call me someone you needed three people. And maybe another person, because, I'm two people itself, and depending on that three-person job, I could possibly do it myself. But that's besides the point. Oh, shit. Striker. So, like, left-footed has been my whole entire thought process recently. Well, left-sided, essentially. It's just been, holy shit. These mother flippers have been lying to me all my life. And I was like, wait a second, no. They never asked me which hand I write. Never in my memory that I can remember of anyone ever ask me which hand do I use. It's always which hand did I write with? Which hand did I write with? Right. WRIT, not USE. Which one do I write with? Obviously the right one. And 90% of you guys probably will say that too. But how many of 90% say that they write with their right hands but are also left-handed, not ambidextrous, but born left-handed but were forced to use their right hand? Because that's the hand that we're all forced to use. I don't get why, but you know what? Another off-topic thing, my boss is left-handed, which is probably something that should have been the first thing to ring me off, because he's told me he's left-handed multiple times throughout the years I've worked with him. The stuff that he has, guess what? Left-handed. I can use any of the shit that he has with no, like, the stuff that are left-handed specific are his cranks and his measuring chalk. I guess that could have been either. I don't know. I guess that could be used either-handed, but he uses the left-handed. But for sure, his crank is left-handed. So the other guys, they'll use their left hand. But the difference between them using their left hand and me using my left hand is I use both hands interchangeably. Like, depending on what I'm doing, I'll just use... Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So depending on what the job is, how fast I need to get it done, I'll use whichever hand I want to. Because sometimes right hand's a little bit slower, sometimes left hand's a little bit slower. Always the person watching me wants me to get it done faster than I'm willing to get it done because, I don't know. So, that has been my biggest issue. I know it's a little bit touch on it. I don't want to go further into it because if I do, I just might end up doing 2 videos in one, and Lord knows. So, back to the soccer one. Because of the whole incident of not knowing which hand to use, which foot to use, it's just like, so this year, I just want to come back, and I want to take everything to the left side, see what I can do, see how many goals I can make, see if I can make any jaws break, see if I can be the best defender out there. Not defender, offensive, right, left. I don't know which side I want to go for. I don't think my foot skill is good enough to go up the center, and I definitely don't have the stamina to be a midfielder, but my issue with being younger is I wasn't willing to explore my other situations, like my other positions, and figure out where I was good at. And also maybe it's because of possibly poor and shitty management. They didn't put me in the spots where they felt like I would have been best at. Like, most of my years playing soccer, I would say I was typically on the wings, and I think that was because of my speed. But there were a couple of years I mainly played center, but most of my years I was out in wings, either left wing or right wing, it didn't matter. And the thing about me when it came to playing soccer is I didn't stay where you put me. That's one thing I hate. That's why I don't like goalie, because I don't like being confined to a certain spot. That's one thing I hate about certain jobs. I don't like being confined to a certain spot. So I like the fact that both of my jobs I do, I have free range to go, essentially, like within a 500 to 200 visual site, whatever you want to call it, from the supervisor for one job, and the other job's like, you have this whole entire building. You go up, you go down, you go left, you go right. Just don't leave. That's all we ask. I'm fine with that. You gave me basically a hotel. I only need one room, one floor, but I got to go up and down the elevator to get my shit. So, I got to travel. So, if I come back for soccer, it's either right, left. I might try mid. I don't know. Honestly, I for sure want to be in the offensive field compared to how I came up in my younger years being defensive. I want to strike. I want to attack. I want to make people look foolish. I want to be able to post the videos next year, 2020, of me making people look foolish. So, it's going to happen. So, be on the lookout for the videos that are going to come out sometime next year of me making people look foolish. I'm going to try to make it into collage and shit like that. Like, oh! You see that? All right. Something like that. So, thanks for tuning in for the soccer. More videos. I'll try to be better about that. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm fucking cold. It's muggy. It's still rainy. I don't want to do anything else. I told people I'd do 2 videos. Dos demonios.